Time does not ask for permission. It moves silently through every cell of your body, etching its signature into your DNA, your joints, your skin, your energy, your memory. Most people believe aging is passive, something that happens to them, a slow, inevitable decline written by fate. But that belief is one of the greatest scientific misunderstandings of our time. Aging is not just the passing of years. Aging is biology, and biology can be influenced. Right now, inside you, trillions of cells are negotiating with time. Some are repairing, some are adapting, some are surrendering. The difference isn't luck, it's instruction.
Your body is not breaking down randomly. It is responding to signals. What you eat, when you eat, how you move, how you sleep, how often you expose your body to challenge or drown it in comfort. One signal speaks louder than almost all the others: inflammation. Not the dramatic inflammation of injury or infection, but the quiet, chronic, low-grade inflammation that simmers beneath modern life. The kind that stiffens joints before pain arrives, that clouds the mind before memory fades, that ages arteries, weakens mitochondria, and slowly erodes the immune system. Scientists now call it inflammaging, the inflammatory background noise that accelerates aging itself. And when pain appears, most people reach for a pill.
And pills have their place. Acute inflammation can be dangerous. Pain can be debilitating. But what if the real solution was never about silencing symptoms? What if it was about changing the conversation inside your cells? Because your body is not designed to be managed, it is designed to be trained. Pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories like ibuprofen work by force. They block COX enzymes aggressively, often at the cost of gut lining damage, kidney stress, and mitochondrial suppression. They quiet the alarm, but they don't fix the fire. Long before pharmacies existed, the human body evolved alongside specific molecular messengers, compounds in nature that didn't overpower biology, they educated it. One of those compounds has been used for thousands of years, not as medicine, but as wisdom. A golden root, bitter, earthy, unassuming. Turmeric. In modern laboratories, its active molecule, curcumin, is studied not because it numbs pain, but because it speaks directly to the same inflammatory pathways targeted by drugs like ibuprofen. COX enzymes, NF-κB signaling, cytokine cascades. The language is the same, the approach is different. Curcumin doesn't declare war on inflammation, it teaches restraint. Research shows it downregulates inflammatory markers like TNF-alpha and IL-6, influences gene expression through epigenetic pathways, and activates antioxidant defenses that protect mitochondria, the engines of life itself. And the amount? Half a teaspoon. Not a miracle cure, not a replacement for medical care, but a biological signal.
Here's the truth most people miss. It's not the spice, it's the message. Your cells are always listening. To food, to fasting, to movement, to stress, to light, to meaning. Aging accelerates when the body receives the signal that resources are endless, stress is absent, and adaptation is unnecessary. Autophagy shuts down, mitochondria grow lazy, senescent cells accumulate like rust on unused machinery. Longevity is not about ease, it is about intelligent stress. Cold exposure sharpens mitochondrial efficiency. Heat activates heat shock proteins that repair damaged proteins. Fasting turns on cellular recycling. Exercise flips genes related to inflammation control and insulin sensitivity. Even plant compounds like turmeric act as hormetic stressors. They don't do the work for you. They force your body to do the work better.
At the center of aging is not time. It's mitochondria. They don't just make energy. They decide whether a cell adapts, repairs, or dies. When mitochondria fail, inflammation rises, not as the cause, but as the consequence. Constant eating floods mitochondria with fuel they can't process. Electrons leak. Oxidative damage accumulates. Survival mode becomes permanent. But when fuel becomes scarce, briefly, intentionally, mitochondria sharpen. Fasting activates AMPK, suppresses mTOR, raises NAD+, and turns on sirtuins, the so-called longevity genes responsible for DNA repair and inflammation control. You cannot out-supplement chaos. You must restructure the signal. Light is a longevity signal. Morning sunlight sets your circadian clock, regulating insulin sensitivity, inflammation, hormone release, and mitochondrial rhythm. Artificial light at night does the opposite. It suppresses melatonin, one of the most powerful antioxidants your body produces. Sleep is not rest. Sleep is repair. And then there is purpose. People with meaning live longer, not because they avoid death, but because their biology receives a reason to invest in the future. Your nervous system is always asking one question: is it safe to invest in tomorrow? Longevity is earned relevance. Muscle is not vanity tissue. It is longevity tissue. Strength training releases myokines that protect the brain and lower inflammation. Endurance teaches mitochondria efficiency. Fasting gives permission for repair. Your body does not betray you. It responds to leadership. You are not living in your body. You are programming it. Half a teaspoon is never the story. The story is choice. Choice to challenge your biology. Choice to stop outsourcing your health. Choice to send better signals. Aging is not eliminated, not escaped, but influenced. Your body is listening. It always has been.